Elon Musk is a visionary. He is an innovator. But is he something more? Is he a shadow ruler, wielding influence over the very fabric of American democracy? This question has haunted the halls of power ever since Musk's meteoric rise to tech dominance. His companies, Tesla, SpaceX, and now Twitter, are not just businesses. They are forces shaping the future, and their impact on the United States government is impossible to ignore. Musk's relationship with the government is complex. It's a tangled web of contracts, funding, and behind-the-scenes influence. Some argue that Musk's companies are vital assets to American interests, bolstering national security and technological advancement. Others see a dangerous concentration of power, with one man holding sway over critical industries and information flows. The truth, as always, lies somewhere in the shadows. To understand Musk's true influence, we must delve into the heart of his operations. We must examine the ties between his companies and the government, the flow of money and information, and the implications for American democracy. Only then can we begin to answer the question, is Elon Musk secretly running the United States government? SpaceX, Musk's brainchild, was founded with a lofty goal to colonize Mars, but along the way, it has become something more terrestrial, a key player in the United States military-industrial complex. The company's rockets, once symbols of human ambition, now carry classified payloads into orbit. They launch spy satellites that watch the world below, and they provide critical communication links in active war zones. The relationship between SpaceX and the United States military is symbiotic. The military needs SpaceX's reliable and cost-effective launch capabilities. SpaceX, in turn, benefits from lucrative government contracts and access to cutting-edge technology. This relationship has raised concerns about the militarization of space and the blurring of lines between private enterprise and national security. One of the most controversial aspects of SpaceX's work with the military is its involvement in launching spy satellites. These satellites, equipped with powerful cameras and sensors, provide the United States government with an unprecedented ability to monitor global activities. Critics argue that this unchecked surveillance power is a threat to privacy and international stability. SpaceX's role in providing communication support in war zones is equally concerning. During the recent conflict in Ukraine, SpaceX's Starlink satellites provided internet access to Ukrainian forces, allowing them to coordinate operations and maintain communication with the outside world. While this support was lauded by some as a humanitarian effort, it also highlighted the potential for private companies to become entangled in international conflicts. Elon Musk has cultivated a public persona of a self-made entrepreneur, someone who built his empire from the ground up. But the truth is far more nuanced. Musk's companies, particularly Tesla and SpaceX, have benefited immensely from government subsidies, tax breaks, and contracts. This raises uncomfortable questions about the true source of Musk's success and the influence it buys. Tesla, for example, received billions of dollars in government loans and tax credits to jumpstart the electric car market. These subsidies were crucial in helping Tesla overcome the initial hurdles of producing expensive electric vehicles. Without government support, it's debatable whether Tesla would have achieved its current market dominance. SpaceX, too, has been a major recipient of government largesse. The company has secured billions of dollars in contracts from NASA and the United States military for launching satellites, transporting cargo to the International Space Station, and developing spacecraft for future missions. These contracts have provided SpaceX with a steady stream of revenue and cemented its position as a leading player in the aerospace industry. While government support for emerging technologies is not inherently wrong, the sheer scale of funding received by Musk's companies raises concerns. Critics argue that this level of government support gives Musk an unfair advantage over competitors and distorts the free market. They also question whether taxpayers are getting a fair return on their investment, given the enormous profits generated by Musk's companies. Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter in 2022 sent shockwaves through the tech world and beyond. The self-proclaimed free speech absolutist promised to transform the platform, but his critics feared a darker agenda, one where Musk could control the flow of information and silence dissenting voices. Upon taking control, Musk implemented sweeping changes, firing key executives, overhauling content moderation policies, and reinstating previously banned accounts. He argued that these measures were necessary to restore free speech on the platform. However, many saw them as reckless and dangerous, potentially leading to a surge in hate speech, misinformation, and online harassment. One of the most contentious aspects of Musk's Twitter takeover was his decision to reinstate former President Donald Trump's account. Trump had been banned from the platform following the January 6th Capitol riots, with Twitter citing the risk of further incitement of violence. Musk's decision to overturn the ban was met with praise from Trump's supporters and condemnation from his detractors. Musk's ownership of Twitter has also raised concerns about the platform's potential to influence elections and political discourse. With his vast wealth and control over a platform used by millions, Musk has the ability to amplify certain voices, suppress others, and shape the narratives that dominate public conversation. This power, in the hands of a single individual, is a worrying prospect for those who value democratic principles and a free and fair public square.